Hello. Can you see my screen?
Oh, yes.
Can somebody read for us?
Okay. Dangling modifiers, misplaced modifiers, and sentence fragments. Number 1. Which of the following best defines a dangling modifier? A.
Okay.
A
Yes.
modifier placed too close to the word it modifies. B. A modifier that logically refers to no word in the sentence. C. A modifier that changes the meaning of a verb. D. A modifier that always appears at the end of a sentence.
Yes. What could it be? Is it difficult? The following best defines a dangling modifier. Yes. Hello.
A modifier that logically refers to no word in the sentence.
Or is it the case that everybody knows it, so we don't have to go through? Yeah, talk to me, please. Number 2.
Number 2. Dangling modifiers are most commonly found A. At the end of a sentence. B. In the middle of a sentence. C. At the beginning of a sentence. D. After the object of a sentence.
At the beginning of a sentence.
Number 3. Which of the following is a
Number
dangling?
2. Number 2 answer was what? At the beginning or at the beginning
At
of
the
the sentence?
beginning of a sentence.
Number 3. Which of the following is a dangling modifier?
B.
Yeah, did anybody select it and it was marked wrong? No, B is not a dangling modifier.
It's C. It's supposed to be C. It's C.
Yes.
Dog, I chose C and it was wrong.
Okay, that is what I was
I chose
at
C
the beginning
and
of
it was wrong.
Listen, yeah, it's a mistake. So maybe I need to give those people a bonus of 1.
Okay.
Thank you.
I chose C and it was wrong.
Okay.
Thank you. Me too.
Okay, that's fine. So number 4.
Number 4. Which steps should be taken first when correcting a dangling modifier? A. Rearrange the sentence. B. Identify the dangling modifier. C. Remove the main clause. D. Replace the verb with another verb.
Yes, what could it
Dog,
be?
identify the dangling modifier.
Yes. Wait, I think for a question like this.
Hello, Doc.
Yes.
Please, I have a concern with the question 3.
Question 3.
Yes,
Raise a
please.
concern, please.
Which of the following is a dangling modifier?
Yes.
Now, when you look at the B, it says driving to Accra, I saw a monkey. Who is driving to Accra?
I.
Okay.
But you see, C is more of a problem than B. And I think that when I was teaching this, I said that one of the solutions to the problem is B. Driving to Accra, I saw a monkey, and it was understood that I was driving and I saw. But then I said that a sentence such as a sentence such as a sentence such as when I was driving to Accra, I saw is stronger. Is stronger than what we have at B here, even though B is correct. So C is the one that has a problem. I saw a monkey driving to Accra. Was it I who was driving or the monkey was driving? So the answer should be C. I think that all this information are on the slides. If you can revisit it. Number 4, we saw number 4 already. For you to be able to correct a dangling modifier, you must first identify it. Otherwise, then how are you going to be able to correct it? Then number 5, please.
Number 5.
Yes.
Which sentence correctly revise the dangling modifier in the sentence? On opening the door, Amer's gaze fell on the broken pots. A. Opening the door, the broken pots appeared. B. When Amma opened the door, her gaze fell on the broken pot. C. The broken pot opened the door. D. Ama's gaze opened the door.
What should it be?
It's B.
Okay. These things are all easy. You know why? Because I just pick the questions from the slides. And anybody who has the slides, you can pass this very easily. Except those who don't attend lectures. I don't know. Number 6.
Number 6. Which of the following is an accepted exception to the dangling modifier rule? A.
Yes.
Running quickly, the exam was easy. B. That said, we can now proceed. C. Receiving a glass of water, my thirst was quenched. D. Before marrying my doctor, the bride price must be paid.
Okay.
That said, we can now proceed.
Okay, so the answer should be B. Let's go to 7.
7. Which statement about dangling modifiers is true? A. They always contain a finite verb. B. They always modify the subject correctly. C. They often consist of non-finite clauses. D. They cannot be corrected.
Okay. What could it be?
C. They often consist of non-finite clauses.
Yes.
C.
Number 8.
8. A misplaced modifier is A. A modifier with no subject. B. A modifier positioned incorrectly in a sentence. C. A modifier that cannot be removed. D. A modifier used only in formal writing.
Yes.
It's B. A modifier positioned incorrectly in a sentence.
Okay. Number 9.
9. What is the major problem caused by a misplaced modifier? A. It makes the sentence longer. B. It changes the tense of the sentence. C. It creates ambiguity or an unintended meaning. D. It removes the subject from the sentence.
Okay.
The answer is C. It creates ambiguity or unintended meaning.
Yo. Number 13.
Which is the clearest revision of the sentence? It almost cost us $1,000 to finish the job. A. Almost, it cost us $1,000. B. It cost us almost $1,000 to finish the job. C. It cost almost to finish the job.
Yes, what could it
D.
be?
Almost finishing the job cost us $1,000.
Mhm.
The answer is B.
Okay. The answer is
B.
okay. B for boy. Okay. Any disagreement? Let's go to 14.
14. Which sentence correctly removes the misplaced modifier from "A boy fell into a pothole running across the road"? A. A boy fell
Hello, I cannot hear you anymore, please. Can someone else read for us? If in case she has network problem.
Which sentence correctly removes the misplaced modifier from "A boy fell into a pothole running across the road"? A. A boy fell into a running pothole across the road. B. Running across the road, a pothole caught the boy. C. A boy running across the road fell into a pothole. D. The pothole running across the road swallowed the boy.
This is very interesting. So what should it be? $14, what should it be?
C. A boy running across the road fell into a pothole.
Okay, number 17.
Which of the following is not a sentence fragment? Having
Now, when you say,
completed
listen to this. When you say, when a question reads as which of the following is not a sentence fragment, it means that 3 of them will be sentence fragments. Let's continue, please.
Which of the following is not a sentence fragment? Having completed the literature review before the proposal defense. Because the respondent failed to return the questionnaire on time. The researcher analyzed the data. D. While conducting interview in the selected communities.
Yes, what could it be?
It is a C. The researcher analyzed the data.
Okay. Number
18. Why is the following construction
Can I come in?
a sentence?
So let's take note that some of, like my own, I have B as the researcher analyze the data. So probably some will have that.
no, was it modified? Is there a problem there?
No, there's no problem. Just that the first guy said C, but mine was B. Just that it's the same answer, but the alphabet changed.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay. So I think the answer here is C. Or hello, I think what is here now? It should be C. Or
Yes,
Yeah,
Doc.
the
Yeah.
answer is C.
C for cat.
Yes, Doc.
Yes, Doc.
Okay, yeah. Number 18. But you know, in the at the examination at the quiz, I had the questions reshuffled. I don't know.
Yes, Doc. That's what I'm referring to. That's why I've confused you. Sorry.
But don't worry, don't be sorry. It's not a big deal. It works in such a way that your A will be somebody's B or so. I don't know how it works. You don't see the same thing. Okay, it's all right. Let's go to 18.
18. Why is the following construction a sentence fragment? Since effective communication is essential in every profession. A. It is a dependent clause that lacks an independent clause. B. It contains two independent clauses joined incorrectly. C. It has incorrect subject-verb agreement. D. It contains a misplaced modifier.
Yeah, yes. What should it be? What should it be? Now look at this type of question. The person is asking you, why is it a sentence fragment? It means that it is. It means that it is. And I think that I ask you guys to read about sentence fragment. I sent the post to all my students. Those who read, I know they were able to answer this question. If you look at this, as we did in the first semester, since effective communication is essential in every profession, it's a dependent clause. It's a dependent clause. We start with the conjunction since. It starts with since. So the answer should be A. Since effective communication is incomplete, actually it's just a fragment. Now 19.
Which statement about sentence fragment is most accurate? A. Every sentence begins with a subordinate conjunction is a fragment. B. A sentence fragment contains a subject and a verb.
Sentence fragment may contain.
A sentence fragment may contain a subject and a verb, but still fail to express a complete thought. C. Sentence fragments occur only when the subject is omitted. D. Every phrase is a sentence fragment.
What should be the answer?
D.
Is C.
Are you sure?
B.
Is B.
C. Is C. Is
Doc,
C.
it's
The answer,
B.
the answer
Is
should be.
B.
The answer should be.
Is C.
This one is this.
The answer is B. The answer is B.
Yes, it's possible to have may occur, may contain a subject and a verb, but still fail to press. Yes. So the answer should be B for boy. Every sentence beginning with a subordinate clause conjunction is a fragment. Is not true, because if I say since he came early, we were able to finish the job. No, it is not true. Every sentence beginning with a subordinate conjunction is a fragment. No. Let's go to C. Sometimes fragments occur only when the subject is omitted. No. We can have the verb omitted. So it is not a case that fragment occurs only when a subject is removed. Every phrase is a sentence fragment. Every phrase is a sentence fragment. No. Every phrase is a sentence fragment. No. Phrases are there, right? But you don't call them sentence fragments. So the answer should be B. Let's go to 20.
Which of the following sentence contains a sentence fragment?
Okay.
The lecturer postponed the examination because 7 students had not registered for the course. B. Although the lecturer postponed the examination, the students continued revising for the test. C. The lecturer postponed the examination because several students had not registered for the course. D. Several students had not registered for the course, therefore the examination was postponed.
So which of them contains a sentence fragment?
C.
Yes, it should be C for cat. If you look at it carefully, there is a break, and that break actually breaks the continuity of the thought. So C is the answer. So that was it. I think a large number of you did well in the quiz, and mostly because it was very easy. And if you have this kind of quiz, and I think that this complaint of I saw A at the time of submitting the quiz, and after I finished submitting the quiz, the thing has come to become B. I saw 4 at the time of submitting the quiz, but after the quiz was submitted, I saw 2. I think that is no more occurring this time. And there were some people who scored very low marks. I don't know why, whether they couldn't have access to the quiz early, or people score like 2, some 4, 6, 8 or so. I don't know whether it occurred in your class, but there was a particular class that I saw. The scores were very low, about 2 or 3 students. So I don't know. So that is it. That is it. Now, the topics that we, out of the topics that we treated over the weeks, which of them do you want us to go over again?
Academic writing.
Yes, Doc. Academic writing.
Academic writing. Today is what are we meeting again?
Saturday, God willing, Doc.
Okay. So Saturday we'll go over academic writing. But today I want us to.
Doc,
Yeah.
good morning.
Morning.
Please, the sentence fragment.
Yeah.
Can you please go over a little bit for me? Because when I was reading about it, I read something like it lacks a verb, but from the answer, it's a bit confused. Thank you.
I didn't hear the last portion of your statement.
I'm saying that when I read, you asked us to read on it. When I read on it, I think one of the main characteristics of it was that it lacks a verb. But from the questions that we were answering, it looks like we didn't take that one. That one was not like an important way. So I want to understand whether the lacking of the verb is not really a major
Now,
characteristic for sentence to be sentence
those of us who
fragment.
read about sentence fragment, have you come across the information that it is only when there is no verb that a sentence fragment can occur?
No, sir.
Now, it should be possible for us to read something on our own without. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Doc.
If you can see my screen, it is not the case that I don't have the slides there. I have it, but sometimes students must also be asked to read. To find information for themselves. It is not everything the lecturer will come and feed you with. You got to be independently positioned in such a way that you can read something on your own. Now, if you can see the screen, read. Let me hear.
Lesson 3. Sentence fragments to incomplete sentences. Revision of previous lesson. I hope you enjoyed the last 2 lessons on dangling modifiers and misplaced modifiers. What was the main difference between the 2 types of modifiers? Dangling modifiers lack subjects (among others) that had to be supplied, and misplaced modifiers most often had to be moved, or the sentence of which they form a part have to be rearranged. Sentence fragments or incomplete sentences. Objectives. By the end of the lesson, learners should be able to 1. Identify an incomplete sentence or a sentence fragment, correct incomplete sentences and sentence fragments. What is a sentence fragment? A fragment is an incomplete sentence punctuated as though it is a complete sentence. A sentence fragment is a group of words that is incorrectly punctuated as if it were a complete sentence, beginning with an initial capital letter and ending with a full stop or other end punctuation. A sentence fragment is a piece of information that is punctuated as a sentence, but that lacks some of the characteristics.
Who is reading for us?
Me, sorry.
Unmute your system because I had to mute everybody. I don't know what happened. There's noise.
I think you muted me, yes. So a sentence fragment is a piece of information that is punctuated as a sentence, but that lacks some of the characteristics of a complete sentence. Types of incomplete.
Wait. Okay, read please.
Okay. So types of incomplete sentences or sentence fragments. 1. No subject. Example, was driving over the speed limit. 2. No verb or no main verb. The example, the woman in the room. 3. ing form of verb without helping verb. Example, the boy running across the road. 4. Incomplete thoughts. Example, that the woman in the room was a teacher. How do you correct the above incomplete sentences? 1. Introduce a subject. Kofi was driving over the speed limit. 2. Introduce a verb. The woman was in the room. 3. Introduce an auxiliary verb. The boy was running across the road. 4. Let it be made up of a complete thought. The woman in the room was a teacher. Exercise. Correct the following incomplete sentences. 1. The audience moved by his dramatic performance. 2. Mrs. Asamoah, the director of the classic tragedy. 3. Near the end of the first act. 4. Was playing the part of Lady Macbeth. And 5. Walking aimlessly about and rubbing her hands.
So there's an exercise here for us to do. So let's look at the sentences here, the fragments here. What do we do to them to modify them to become correctly acceptable sentences? Yes, number 1. Hello.
Hi.
Doug, number 1. The audience was moved by his dramatic performance.
Okay. Number 2.
Mrs. Asamoah is the director of this classic tragedy.
Number 3.
Number 3. The play ended near the end of the first act.
Okay. Number 4.
He was playing the part of Lady Macbeth.
Okay. Number 5.
Amma is walking aimlessly.
She was walking aimlessly about and rubbing her hands.
So that is it. So these are the little notes I have on sentence fragments. I was expecting you to read widely so that you can even bring some information for us to discuss. So do you still have questions on this?
No, sir. Thank you.
I promise that Saturday, God willing, we'll go over the what do you call it, academic reference in text citation thing. But today there is a topic on the course outline, some of which are not examinable. They are very important, and we have been advised to teach them and to give students to give students exercise on it to do as group work. One of them is speech writing. We have a lot of those things, like minute writing, speech writing, writing memo, even writing CV, a curriculum vitae. Sorry, curriculum vitae. Then we have what again? I think about 5 items. How to write statements. Statement. Basically, like, let's say there is an incident and maybe something happened at your workplace. You need to write a report. What are the elements that you need to include in your report? You are the secretary to an association, or maybe your boss can ask you to write minutes for a particular meeting. And remember that because you are a degree holder, or maybe you are going to be a degree holder, when you go to your workplace now, everybody sees you as a degree holder. There are things that they expect you to be able to do, even though in your nursing class or your disease control class or whatever, nobody is going to take, nobody is going to put anything down like speech writing or so and so to teach you. Most of the things you got to learn it yourself. Most of the things you got to learn it yourself. And most universities don't really teach it. They don't teach those things. So we are lucky it is on a course outline for us. But the fact is that most of the time, we are not able to get time to teach it, which is not good anyway. So let's see whether we can talk about speech writing. As a public health worker or a university, somebody who is working in a facility, there may be a time when you need to speak to people, or your boss may ask you to represent him or her at a function where you need to deliver a speech on behalf of your boss, or maybe that you yourself you are selected to represent your hospital or your facility. Now, that kind of thing shouldn't come with any kind of excuses where because you don't have the expertise or the skill to do that, you begin to give excuses. We shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. I'm saying that anytime you complete a degree course, everybody thinks you know everything. They think you know everything. They don't know what you did or what you didn't do in school. They just think that this person is a degree holder, must be able to do ABC. Now, so let's talk about this. Under what circumstances will you have to write a speech?
No, when you are invited to a program.
Invited to any program at all, then you begin to write a speech.
Let's say a health program.
Okay. Now, there is something that we need to do before we talk about speech writing proper. There is something we call a talk. A talk as against speech. What is a talk as against a speech? Do you have an idea? Hello? You won't mind me? Well, if you don't mind me, then let's just be the silent trade until let's be in a silent mood. So that when a lesson ends, then we just go.
Doc,
Yes.
I think a talk or discourse is usually based on a topic that is being spoken about with an outline. And with the speech, normally is either during anniversaries or some programs that the theme of the event determines how the public needs to be addressed. It does not necessarily follow an outline like that, but it's based on the ceremony or the event that is being celebrated. But with the talk, it is based on a specific topic with outlines. I think that's what my personal view is about the talk. Thank
Okay. Any different idea? We're just learning. This is not about correctness or whatever idea you have. We're sharing information. Okay, so a talk is kind of informal. A talk is informal kind of speech. It could be it could be impromptu. Let's say you did public health nursing, or you did disease control or whatever, and then maybe there's going to be SRC week, or maybe then they call you to come and talk to the students, or maybe just you're not prepared. You happen to be on campus, and then your dean sees you and says, "Okay, you're a good student. You did so well. So then you can just come to the classroom and greet the students, and then you talk to them as it were. It is not a formal occasion where you have to observe protocols. The speech normally will occur when there is a formal occasion, officially planned occasion where everything must follow a particular pattern. And most often it happens when there is a like an event or a program, like young festival celebration, or maybe annual kind of meeting somewhere. So maybe let's say something like the um, the people of Asogli traditional area, the people of Mepe traditional area, the people of Amale something having their annual festival, and you have been invited as the officer in charge of uh, public health in your facility to speak to the people on the COVID-19 protocols, to speak to the people on the dangers of drug abuse, to speak to the people on infant mortality. Write your speech. Now, write your speech. So in that case, remember that there will be invited, people will be invited, big men. So let me give you this topic, then that will help us to be able to understand what I'm talking about. Let's write this in now. If you have your notebook and materials there, then you agree with me, because I mentioned several times that when we come to a Zoom meeting, we come in with notebook and all that, so that we can make notes. So let's say we are given this topic to write on, or we have a face-to-face. We are supposed to write this and present in real life situation, not only for in the classroom. So let's see the people of the associate. You can add any, you can choose to put any traditional area there. It is, I'm just using this because I know them. They are very close to this place. Are celebrating and you
Sir, the public.
okay, sorry. Thank you very much.
Sir, and celebration.
What about that?
I thought you said celebrating.
The people of the Asobi traditional area, okay, area. I need to need to even edit the whole kind of thing. Um, are celebrating the annual young festival, and you, as the public health officer in charge of the municipality, have been invited to give a speech. The topic dangers of abuse. Dangers of drug abuse. Write your speech. So let's say this is a question or it's a task that is set before us. The people of the Asobi traditional area are celebrating their annual yam festival, and you, as the public health officer in the municipality, have been invited to give a speech on the topic dangers of drug abuse. Write your speech. Hint: the following dignitaries will be in attendance: the paramount chief of the Asobi traditional area, the dean, School of Public Health, UHAS, the assemblyman you have selectoral area. Of course, you can even add the MP, the member of parliament for whole central. Now, so this is a task that is set before you. When you are given this kind of task, the questions or the task may not come directly like this. But then, if it's going to be a real life situation, you have to make inquiries to know some of these things, because you need to know those who attend to be able to know how you prepare your speech so that you can deliver the speech by addressing them at the function. So if you don't know, you may prepare a speech. Hello? If you don't know these things, you may prepare a speech. You may prepare a speech that will demand that, if you don't know some of these things, you prepare a speech that will demand that you may need to modify the speech before reading it at the program there. So that is it. You, like I was saying, even if you are not in the, you are not from the place, there may be a telephone number that you need to call to find out something about the program. So you may have to call to find out maybe the time, who are coming there, and any kind of information that you think you need. You'll need. That is it. So this is a task ahead of us. That's ahead of us. So when you have a task like this, in a real life situation, you have a paper before you, and you want to start writing. What are some of the things you do before you put your pen on paper? Yes. Yes.
Please, you need to consider your audience.
Okay.
And talking
about Mary Atta. Mary
Hello, sir.
Atta, there is noise coming from the background.
I wanted to answer the question that you just raised.
Okay.
I'm thinking you should also consider the rationale behind the program of which they are organizing.
Or the rationale from the question or the task that is set before us is that, okay, that is true. I agree. But in the context of what we are discussing now, maybe there is an upsurge. There is upsurge of drug abuse in the area, and the thing that it is becoming a concern to the people, the elderly people, community, and they think that they want to use the Young Festival as an opportunity where a large number of people will come, so that you can speak to the issue, so that maybe many of those people who may be abusing drug can have the opportunity to listen to the dangers or the side effects of these things.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Doug, I think first of all, before you start, you have to consider the topic that they gave you.
Yes.
And the kind of people you are going to give the speech to.
Okay. If you can explain a bit, the kind of people in this context, you have elderly people there.
I mean, this context, they are saying, we are saying, or the topic is talking about Young Festival.
Yes.
So the chiefs, the students will be there, health professionals will be there, community members will be there, then the invited guests, and so you have to consider the kind of people who will be at the program at the festival at that moment.
Okay. Okay, good. But do you know that drug abuse, I think you are in the health sector, so you know about this. Drug abuse cut across all the age groups, even though
Yes.
even though the majority of those people will be in the youth uh, age range, but because people can abuse drug intentionally or unintentionally, you are even abusing drug without knowing you are doing so. Okay, yes, what else would you consider? So when you have a topic like this, you need to brainstorm. But because you are in the health sector, I presume that you know the topic and you know what the topic is about already. But let's talk about this. Let's say you know about drug abuse and you know what it is. But the information you put before the people, what should be the structure, or what should be the structure of your presentation? I know drug abuse, I know what it is, but I'm supposed to speak to some people maybe within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. What should I put on paper?
Doc, please, are you talking about the introduction?
Introduction.
I'm talking about the structure, not only the introduction, the structure of your presentation. If you are going to,
Okay, first of all, you have to greet the people. Then
okay, greeting the people form part of your intro.
and
Intro.
you use the okay.
You have to address the dignitaries that are there.
Okay.
You need to also introduce yourself first before addressing because they don't know you.
Okay. Let's say
Doc,
this is our paragraph one. Our paragraph one is equal to the intro. Paragraph two, what do you write?
You have to talk about the topic, the body.
Talk about the topic.
What you have to talk about what you wrote about the topic given to you.
Yes. Okay. Let's say you have a topic at hand. You have the information. The first thing that I want you to do is you must write a title, because this is an official document that maybe having presented it, some people may even like it. Journalists will say, let's have a copy, because when they go, they want to report on what you presented. And I think that by having access to the document, it gives an opportunity to write details. Some dignitaries there who think they like your speech can even ask for copies. I think I know people do that. So sometimes you even need or maybe because of electronic kind of thing now, people can scan, or maybe you need to take along more than one copy. Or maybe some people may request that you post it to them later. So, and then your workplace, they might put it on a file. They put it on a file. So you need to create a title. Now, talking about the title, what are the things that go into writing the title of a speech document? Hello.
Hi, Doc.
Oh,
Nobody will talk to me.
Doc, please, the question again.
I'll not repeat the question.
Doc, what did you say? We can't hear you.
Oh, you cannot say that out of the 80 students or so, nobody heard me.
Doc, please, we didn't hear you.
You cannot say that. Whoever has heard me should repeat the question.
Hello. Doctor said we should give out the title. What does it entail within the title?
Yes. Thank you. God bless you.
Please, Doc.
Yes.
The title entails the name of the writer. Please, am I correct?
Oh, only that.
The place or the venue.
Okay. Yes.
The occasion.
Yes.
Time.
Yes.
And date.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Now, yes, in addition or subtraction. So, like she said, it may include things like time. Yeah, you are delivering the speech. The day, if possible, like is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? The date, the occasion. Is it a young festival? Is it like a youth convention? Is it a church convention? Is it an organization that is having their annual general meeting? Is it an emergency meeting somewhere where there is a problem with a particular pandemic and you are an expert in that area? So they invite you to come and give a speech. So the occasion, then your name, people also include their names in the title. Then, of course, the topic that you're writing on is also important. What else?
Please, Doc, can we talk about the purpose?
Purpose. Well, no problem. You can add. You can add the word again. So, I will want you to create a heading. Let's assume that this is the task that is set before us. So let's create a heading for this particular one. And I give you, okay, then I will suggest that we go on break from now. I'll leave it on the screen like this so that what you can do also is this. You can look at any sample online. Then you can use that structure to structure yours. You can look at the sample. Then you will use the information here to write yours. Let's go on break. When do we come back? But after break, then everybody will come and read theirs. Everybody will come and read how they constructed their title for this very task that is ahead of us, that is before us, sorry. Is the course referred there?
Yes, Doc, I'm here.
I am suggesting we should go on break. When do we come back? Let's say it's approaching 9 o'clock. Let's say it's almost 9. It's not exactly 9 anyway. But when do we come back?
Doc, 9:30.
When is the class supposed to close?
12:30, Doc.
So now, let's say we are now at 9. Let's come back 10 o'clock. Will it be too long?
Okay, Doc. No.
Please, when it is 10 o'clock, when it is 10 and I open the system, whoever has come, I started teaching.
Noted,
I'm not
Doc.
going to, yes, because from now till 10, you have enough time to do whatever you want to do. So when it is 10, I just count. If it is one person in the classroom, I start teaching. So that is it.
Okay, Doc. Noted.
Very good. What have we found during break? What have we found about creating a title for this particular essay?
Doc,
Yes.
please, I think a suitable title would be The Dangers of Drug Abuse, Protecting Our Youth and Securing Our Future.
Okay. Pardon me.
I said
Hello.
a suitable title. Hello, sir.
Yes. Please, will you kindly show up your hand and I'll call you
A
so that,
suitable.
yeah.
Okay.
I've seen Nana Ama SL.
Yes, Doc. And please, preserving our heritage, protecting our youth, addressing the dangers of drug abuse.
Well, no problem. No problem. But what I'm trying to say is, before we left for break, somebody was telling us that if you're writing the title for speech, you need some items that must be there, because that is the way the title of a speech normally goes. So we mentioned some items before we left. And I'm expecting those things there. Hello? All the hands have come down. Selassie Daniel.
Yes, thank
Selassie
you,
Daniel.
Doc. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, Doc. Thank you very much. So, with regard to the items that we listed to be part of the title, we talk about the type of speech, occasion, venue, event, subject, and speaker. So, with that in mind, this is what I've drafted. Like keynote addressed by the Municipal Public Health Officer at the annual Surveillance Festival on the dangers of drug abuse, a shared responsibility for the society.
Okay. Well, I heard it. Yes, that is his. What is yours? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Yes. So I'm saying that is his. What is yours?
Doc, some
Yes.
of the, should I say my own?
Say it.
Okay. During the title, we mentioned that the speaker's name should be part of it. So me, what I have here is a speech on the danger signs or a speech on the danger of drug abuse delivered by the municipal health officer at the Asoglian Festival.
Okay. Is that all? Now, most of the things that you will include in the title, they may not specifically be in the topic like this. That is why before we left off, we were saying there are some things you need to include. Like you yourself, when you're going to write the speech for delivery there, and for the purpose of the record that you may bring back to your department or even for your own file, there are things you need to state. The time, the place, the occasion, your name, the topic. Esther Avalime.
Yes, Doc.
Yes.
Please, a speech delivered by Esther Valme on 3rd August 2026 at 9:30 a.m. at Hohwe campus on the topic danger of drug abuse and its side effects.
Okay, but with each side effects is not in the topic. So what you're going to do is to quote the topic as it is, exactly. Don't add anything to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Apart from that, it looks like all the items that we're expecting are not there, but most of them are there anyway, all right. Yes. Yes, anybody who has something to share with us?
No,
Yes.
do I have to add the this thing like the occasion of the celebration of the Yam Festival of a traditional area?
You know
When
this
I add, is
already.
it correct?
We said it before you left for break, so you don't have to ask again. Yes, who has got something for us to know? Okay, so so let's talk about the fact that the let's talk about the fact that the title is created. Let's assume it's created. I'll come back to that anyway. Haven't haven't gotten your title. How do you normally do the introduction to the speech? Every kind of essay has its own structure or format. The speech also has its format. How do you normally use the first paragraph for? Makafui ama denu.
So mine says the paramount chief of the Asogli traditional area, the municipal chief executive, director of health services, the dean of students, the dean and staff of the School of Public Health, UHAS, the assembly member, traditional leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all.
Okay, but there's a big problem. It's not a problem. Far from that, it's not a problem. If it is a problem, it's a problem with the students I've been teaching for the past years. You are given a set of names, or you want to address dignitaries at a particular function. What informs the order in which the names should come? I'm asking a question. If you have an idea, let's share. Names are, you meet people at the program. Whose name should you mention first and second, and why?
Dog.
Yes.
Dog, please.
The order in which I said I wrote those things there, it just jumble. There's no order. I just put them there. But I'm asking, in real life situation, if you are going to deliver a speech like that, what informs the arrangement of the names? The one I put there, I just place them there. McAfee, Ama, Denu.
So you consider the dignitaries according to their level of importance. So let's say the Asogli chief or the chief in charge of the Asogli state is in this case, we'll say is the lead, what am I saying to use? The lead personality in acknowledgement. So maybe if you say the paramount chief of the Asogli traditional area, you can mention his name, and then it comes in that order. The next, not most important personality per se, but
now listen.
should be that.
Please, sorry, thank you. What you need to do is this: you got to go find out. Wherever you are, there may be a district assembly there or a regional close to you, or you know somebody to call. Find out. Ask them. If you go to the district assembly, people are there who write speech. They write speech for what do you call municipal chief executives, and if you go to regional coordinating councils, or if you even meet an assemblyman, so nobody is in a forest among us is in a very far away place where you are not close to regional coordinating council, you're not close to this assembly, you don't have an assemblyman, it cannot be so. Everybody is in a place where at least you have some of these personalities close. Ask them. If you are given a set of names, as we have in the question, this particular task now, ask them, how do you arrange it? And if you have similar things in the future, what will inform the arrangement? That is an assignment I'm giving you. If you like to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, no problem. Because I don't believe education is that the lecturer must go look for every information to come and give to students. No. That time, that kind of education is past.
Doc.
Yes.
Doc.
I'm listening.
Yeah, so there are standard protocols that they have followed.
Very good. If you have it, then
in each of the province or
I'm saying.
Okay, so depending on when the occasion is being held, you must first of all take cognizance of the fact that the traditional authority must be first of all acknowledged in the area. So if it has to be like the president will be there, then that becomes the constitution. The constitutional mandate is higher than that of that. So you address it as such. So it's either the constitutional or official rank from the central republic, that is the president or the minister of state. If they are at the function, they must be indicated first, followed by the traditional authority. After which, because that is the area in which the ceremony is being held. So in that environment, you have to now go around the municipality in which, if the municipal chief is there or the district chief is there, then you also indicate it. Then we also want to look at the guest of honor for that program that has been invited. If there's a guest of honor, we want to let the guest of honor follow after you have introduced the traditional authority. So it's like always the constitutional ranking, followed by the traditional authority, followed by the guest of honor in that order. Then before you address the populace. That's my little.
Okay, don't worry. What I'm saying is this. Good. I don't have a problem with what you are saying. I'm saying, in addition to what you said, you take this particular set of names, ask anybody. They may confirm what you are saying or disconfirm what you are saying. And when you are going to go to ask, you can add any kind of list. Assemblyman, how do you call it? Member of parliament. You jumble them like that and go ask somebody. This is the occasion. These people are coming. How do I arrange these things? It's a very simple thing. If you know it already, good. But I always want to learn. And I believe that I, together with you, and indeed everybody, will be learning until one day you die. So if you don't know something and you go and ask, it's not a crime. Because somehow one day these things will happen. It will happen that there will be the need either for you to present personally or somebody will come to you and say, oh, degree holder, how do we do this? That's the day that you begin to do telephone calls and you cannot get anybody that day. So if you know this is ahead of time, it helps. The day you may know, oh, I can call this person, or I can call this assembly, I can call this person. But that day, it could be that you call, the line doesn't go, this thing doesn't happen, this and this and that. That is how you will become frustrated. And the honor that people have for you, that they think if they come to you, they will get this information. That's the day you don't have it. Sylvia Adala.
Dog.
Yes.
Please, I was just confused about, we've moved from the title and now we are on the intro. Doc, please, I just want to plead that we'll go and ask what you said we should do. But my humble appeal, I just want you to also just help us to arrange it. Like,
no, wait, please. If you are
I'm
paying
confused.
attention, I said I'll come back to the topic. Or if you came late, then that's a different case. I use the word, I say, granted, let's say that we finish our title. What happens at the intro? But I'll come back to the title. And now, if you were here, then I'm surprised. But if you came late, then that is a different case. And I don't know why you should even come late if you came late. Because I said at 10 o'clock on the dot, I will resume lectures. And I'm doing exactly that. And I'll just say that, granted that our topic is created, we'll come back to it. So now we are the introduction. That's fine. Somebody put up quite a good introduction. I think somebody read something. But all of you missed something. All those who have read and are contributing, they missed something. Because at a formal program, I talk to you about speech, a talk, maybe just an informal interaction with people. You just say, good morning, how are you? Then you start talking, you may just start talking. If there is a big man there, like you are at a UHAS campus, the dean is there, maybe you can choose to acknowledge the presence of the dean, or one lecturer is there, but in a talk, it's normally not the case. But in a formal program where dignitaries will be there, there is always a chairperson or chairman. And if you address this, the technical word we use is vocatives. You address the dignitaries without mentioning the chairperson, then you are faulted. It's a serious problem. I don't know what to call it. So if the person is 2 years old and they say this is the chair, you must mention him or her first before the president. If the president were even there, the chairperson is the most important person there. And if you miss it, it is not a case that you don't respect him or respect him. They will say you don't know how to present a speech. It's very simple. They will evaluate you, not him or her. So if the person is even 6-year-old girl who they say is a chairperson, Madam Chairperson or Mr. Chairman before even the highest person that politically is there. So that is it. That is why even at functions, there is always the selection of the chairperson. If it's a formal occasion, it must follow a protocol. Must follow a protocol. So dignitaries are invited. Then you mention the chairperson first. If it is a woman, okay, Madam Chair or Madam Chairperson. If it's a man, most of the time, the use of chairperson or chairman is controversial. But what we know, if it's a man, you say chairman. If it's a woman, most people use the term chairperson. At least in the Ghanaian community, that's what I know. And there may be some other places where a chairperson can go for both, whether it's a man or woman. Okay. But what we know in our locality, so we are saying. So that is fine. So that is it. So let's look at a small note that I prepared that I'll be teaching my student with, so that those of us who want to see you want to see the title well created, you can see it. So this is it. This is just a small note. Can someone read for us, please? Can you see my screen?
Doc, please, I want to ask a question.
Feel free to ask, please.
So please, with the regards of acknowledging the dignitaries present,
yes,
you said that the chairperson is supposed to be the first person to be acknowledged.
Yes.
I want to ask, what about the chairperson and the host of the program?
I'm telling you
the
that
chairperson above
wait,
the
it's all right. Thank you very much. From here to India, back to US, Nigeria, everywhere, I am telling you that if there is a formal program and somebody has been selected to be the chairman or chairperson, he is more important than anybody. In fact, we do respect to God, even if God were there. So long as God is there or Jesus is there, they say this person is the chairman, you have to mention him first before we mention God or Jesus or Allah or whoever. So long as in that particular program, somebody has been selected as the chairman, he is the most important person and must be addressed first. If God is there and the people have chosen not to acknowledge God as the chairman, but they selected Kofi as the chairman, we're going to say, Mr. Chairman, Kofi Mensah, God the Father, because at a program, that person has been selected as the chair and is presiding over everything there. Therefore, you must mention him or her first. It is a protocol. It's not negotiable. It's not something like everywhere in the world. And if you don't do that, you have made a serious mistake. The people will be referring to you for. This is not something we need to be arguing about. Now, what you can do is, what you can do is this.
Thank you.
Yeah, what you can do is, after a lesson, you go to Google, say download speeches. If it is formal speeches, whether they are delivered in Ghana here or anywhere, if it's a formal speech, you will by all means see chairman first. Like this kind of festivals or debates and you by all means see chairman. Well, if it is like yes, even if right now there's a program in Ghana, the president will be there, vice president will be there, but we have a chairman or chairwoman there. It is a proper thing to mention him or her first. Though. If you don't mention, you have made a mistake and they say you don't know. It is not a case that you are disrespecting the person. No. People, you say you are disrespecting the person. Okay, oh, this person is just a political opponent. I don't even like him. No, it's not about that. They will say you don't know how to deliver speech. That's what I'm talking about. So that is it. So now let's read this, please. Let's read what is on the screen.
Speech writing. A formal speech is the one that is normally characterized by the presence of important dignitaries. As a health worker, you may be given the opportunity to deliver a speech on any health topic. The following are some of the features of a formal speech. Title or heading. The heading must be made up of the following: the name of the writer, place or venue, occasion, time, date, topic. For example, a speech delivered by Mr. XYZ on 10th June 2020 at 10:30 a.m. at the Jubilee Park, Ho, on the topic coronavirus, what you should know on the occasion of the celebration of the Yam Festival of the Asogli traditional area, or a speech delivered by Mr. XYZ on 10th June 2020 at 10 a.m. at the Jubilee Park, Ho, on the topic coronavirus, what you should know on the occasion of the celebration of the Yam Festival of Asogli traditional area. 2.
So
Introduction.
yeah, so please, this well, if you look at this, if there's something missing, if you are going to write yours, you can supply it. This is just a kind of draft that I put together. So if you think that, or even if you think that the items here are not well arranged, you can also do so. I want to say that the learning platform, the learning protocol should be such that students must find out things. That is what is missing in Africa, most part of Africa. For example, if I were going to teach this, I should even be telling you to go read about it, so that when you come, if I present something that is not correct, you will even have to point out to me and say, no, I read something yesterday. Is somebody yawning like that? Jesus Christ. So that is it. So inquiry. Try to find out things for yourself. It's very important. Okay. So let's go to the introduction, please. Let's continue.
Introduction. The introduction to the speech should be acknowledgement of the guest stroke dignitaries. Introduce the dignitaries present, starting from the highest position to the lowest. The chairman or chairperson must be addressed first. For example, Mr. Chairman, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Ministers of State, Members of Parliament, the Vice Chancellor, University of Health and Allied Sciences. End the above introduction by introducing your name and the topic and express thanks for being given the opportunity to deliver a speech on such an occasion.
Okay, so as somebody was trying to do earlier, even though your name may be in the title, all right, but in trying to acknowledge the presence of dignitaries, and that is in your introduction, you can also express thanks to be given opportunity to speak, because there may be, it just shows a kind of humility, because there could be many other people who can also do it like you, and some people can even do better than that. But it's a privilege that you are given opportunity to do that. So you can just say that by way of trying to acknowledge the fact that you are chosen and that you are not the best per se. Okay, very good.
The chairman address the chair first and do so at the beginning of every new point you raise. You need to address the chair when you want to emphasize a point. Remember to address the full range of dignitaries at the conclusion as you did at the introduction. Language. Use formal language. The tone should be polite. Language should be concise and simple. Avoid contracted forms. Use appropriate transitional words to connect ideas. Modulate your tone, voice to avoid sounding monotonous.
What's the meaning of to modulate voice or tone?
So your voice, sometimes it will go up, sometimes it will come down, sometimes we can't hear, it will just be going up and down and down.
But what would be the purpose for that?
Making emphasis on a point.
Yes, sometimes emphasis. Emphasis. Okay, let's continue, please.
Language. No. Yes, language. Use formal language. The tone should be polite. Language should be concise and simple. Avoid contracted forms. Use appropriate transitional words to connect ideas. Modulate your tone stroke voice to avoid sound monotonous. Use facts and figures, rhetorical questions, proverbs, sayings to support your argument. Conclusion. Sum up your points and conclude by giving recommendations, suggestions, advice, etc. Finally, remember to say thank you. NIV. I have added a sample essay written in February 2022 by one of my students. Please ignore mistakes if there are any. I would like you to focus on the introduction and conclusion and how the paragraphs are organized.
Okay, there is let me see what I can look for this. There is a sample that I'm using to teach my students. Please give me 1 minute. Let me fetch it. Hello,
We are there.
Amma, there is noise in your background. There's somebody called Amma. Now, I have something on the screen. Can you see it? Can you see what is on the screen?
Yes, Doc.
Read for us, please.
Speech delivered by Mr. XYZ on 10th June 2020 at 10 a.m. at the Jubilee Park, Rara, on the topic Coronavirus, what you should know, on the occasion of the celebration of the Yam Festival of Biakuye Traditional Area. Mr. Chairman, Honorable Member of Parliament for Biakuye Constituency, Honorable Assembly Member for Rara Electoral Area, Paramount Chief of Rara Traditional Area, Hardworking Director of Health, OT Region, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I, Mr. XYZ, wish to register my pleasure and appreciation for being given the opportunity to speak on this topic, the coronavirus, what you should know, on this historic event here today. The coronavirus, presently referred to as COVID-19, is a communicable disease that is very disease of public health concern because of its magnitude of spread and the associated morbidities. Its origin in China and gradually spread through other countries. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, it is on record that the disease has affected 20,000 people and 200 people have
Please, if there's a network problem, then someone else can read it
inhalation
first.
from an infected person. Is that?
I'm saying if you have problem with network, then let someone else read for us.
Oh, okay. You can't hear.
I couldn't hear part of it.
The mode of transmission of the pandemic is through droplet inhalation from an infected person. That is to say that the disease is airborne and spreads through respiratory efforts. Mr. Chairman, all protocol observed, it is very important to spell out the clinical manifestations of this disease so that we can all be on the watch out. This includes runny nose, coughing, sweating profusely, headache, weight loss, skin rashes, among others. Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, despite its mode of transmission and other epidemiological issues, COVID-19 can be prevented and controlled. The methods of prevention include prevention of overcrowding, washing of hands with soap and running water, personal and environmental hygiene, covering one's mouth and when coughing or sneezing, among others. The measures for the control of coronavirus include isolation and quarantine of suspected and infected persons, prompt treatment of infected persons, wearing protective clothing, especially by health staffs who handle such cases. Mr. Chairman, Honorable MP, Biakuye constituency, Director of Health, Oti Region, Nananom, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring my speech to an end. In conclusion, therefore, I would like to remind all and sundry here that one's health status is the most important aspect of one's life and should therefore take good care of it. Sickness does not know position, age, or status in society. It is therefore imperative for all of us to take good care of ourselves. Let us all take the fight against coronavirus seriously, since it can affect anybody at any time. Once again, I saw this invitation as a great honor done me. I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, so this is what somebody wrote. What are your comments? Let's talk about the whole thing. Is there some observation that you made which you think the person, do you think that the person could have improved a portion of the essay better than what is here now? What do you think? Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so if you don't want to talk, no problem. But having developed your title and intro, which is acknowledging the dignitaries, I think that whatever topic is giving you, just as we talk about developing the structure for academic essay, I think that it's a matter of just trying to indicate, you give us explanation about a topic. If it is a health matter, health issue, Then maybe the causes, the management and prevention. But everything will depend on the task, the demand of the question in a way. The demand of the question, but most of these kind of things have to do with prevention, finding solution to problems, basically. Because they will not just invite you to come and tell them that there is something called corona, then you move away. No. What is it? In what form does it manifest itself? What are the social implications of that between person to person? And more importantly, how could it be prevented? So that is basically for every kind of health, let's say diseases, kind of whether it is cholera or diabetes or whether it's going to be a child mortality or something. There is always the need for the search for prevention. How do we do this so that of us who are not in the health sector can know how to prevent this? What are some of the steps we need to do to even prevent it in the first place? Not that it should happen and we're trying to find solution to it. So every place in the world, we are looking for answers to questions and basically how to prevent some diseases or social issues or pandemics or that kind of thing. So we should be problem-solving people. Any contribution or addition or subtraction. There's another speech, but that one is long. It's long and I don't know what I will.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, I saw a full name at the end again. Meanwhile, there's a name, the speaker's name at the title. Is it necessary to put your full name at the bottom again?
Yes. I will prefer that you put your full name there than in the title because it is visible. Anybody who can just look at it, paper. If your name is there, it's easier to see. So even at I remember at secondary school level when you were taught how to write speeches, they ask you to always place your name below. It's important. Now there is a speech here, a piece here.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Doc.
Yes.
Okay, please, I want to find out that in such a speech, you don't need to paragraph or put the speech in a paragraph, right?
Oh, why? Why you need
Because
to? Even though you are going to read it, and they may not see what you have before you, but I still will advise that you put your ideas in paragraphs because you will by all means submit a copy. You will submit a copy or put it on a file somewhere. And if somebody comes to see your work, they say, this person has written a whole essay, no paragraphs. No.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Doc.
I agree with
Thank
you,
you.
especially if it has to do with debate. Sometimes when you see people write down, you cannot read it because he thinks that he's going to present it himself. Or maybe even if it is like you are going to read somebody's life history, most of the time people now want to write it and read it out. But on some occasions, people present life history or debate, they'll just put at the point. They'll put at the point and say it. They'll say it you don't know what they have before you, but they will be coherent, they'll be systematic. People are very good at delivering speech. Even though he may not write it like the way you see it, they can do it, they can present it well. And later on, when you see their paper, it's just a draft. But if we know that we cannot do it like that, then the best thing to just do is to just write it clearly and read it out. And I want to also mention that for people who are doing debate or for any public speaker, the ability to say it without looking on paper is an asset. It's a very important, it's something that people have developed and you like it. Not many people of us are, not many or many people are able to do that. That a person can just put on points and then go and deliver. It's a skill. Many people don't have it, and we should try to cultivate it. When you are given, when you are given an address or a speech, and you are able to say it, people believe that because in trying to say it, you look into their faces more. That is why even delivering the speech, like the one we just read, from time to time, you must raise your head to look into the face of some people. It shouldn't just be that you bury your head in the speech and you just read. Then you say thank you. No. At least from time to time, you will have to raise your head to look into the face of at least one or two people. That is the ideal thing. And if you can just, all that you read here, you can commit it to memory and can just stand up and say it without looking on any book, they'll clap for you so much. It's an asset. It's something that, in fact, if you pay money, you can't even get it. You got to practice it. You got to learn it before you can do that. That is why you don't see many of us doing delivery, like looking into the face of the audience and you deliver everything. It's not common. It's not common. So try to learn that one too, in addition to reading. So read after every paragraph or so, or after every point, raise up your head, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, all protocols observe. Another point I want to mention is so that you are talking at the same time reading. Nobody can penalize you for that. It's even a good thing that you look into their faces, at least few faces, and mention the new points. But then, having mentioned it, then you go back to the paper. It's also fine. The fact is that most of us don't have the platform to practice it, these things. Because how many speeches will you be giving? Sometimes your whole life, it's only one day that they call on you to do that. But if you know that you're in a particular sector where there is a need for you to do that frequently, you can even practice on your own. You can practice on your own. And if the opportunity exists for you to do that, somebody are looking for somebody, offer yourself to do it. If you do it once, even though it may not be perfect, but then having gained that experience, you have confidence. So next time they call on you, or you know you can do it because, oh, I did the other day. So that is it. Hello.
Hello, sir. Thank you very much.
Now there's something we can also do. I just remember quickly, there's something you can also do. If, for example, you are given that task and you know you never did it before, all that you need to do is to put people together, and then you do it like a mock. Like assume that you are delivering assuming that you are doing it real. So you tell them you read it to them or you present it, and after that they critique it for you. I think this should do this. I think you should do that. Your posture is this, and I think so they will critique it for you, and then that will give you the that will make you improve on your performance at the real function. Yeah. Hello.
Hi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, even with the Zoom and all that now, or maybe with the digital system, you can even do a presentation for your colleagues who are not immediately with you. They can see it online and they can advise you to do this or do that. Now, if you will have the opportunity to do masters like MPhil and all that, this idea also goes there because in trying to present your slides, you present your proposal, whether it is in Ghana or outside Ghana, present proposal or you do some delivery, people don't like you to read to them. If you ever witness a proposal presentation, people don't like you to read to them. It says slide one, this is my topic, maybe literature review. Then you are reading so that your head is just bent down. People don't like it. At University of Ghana, where we went, if you are doing that, quickly they'll remind you that don't read to them, that they can see the slide. Then they say can see the slide. So on the wall or on the board, and that they are not expecting you, they can read. So they don't want you to read to them. And if they tell you that, and when we tell you that at a presentation, if you're not careful, you become confused. You become confused because you didn't master the slides. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
here, we can hear you.
when somebody is going to present something on, especially if you have to do with students, like proposal of your thesis topic or something or defense. If it is like I'm giving a talk or I'm giving a presentation, which is not exam, I know I'm not nobody's going to award me marks. So even if I'm reading, I don't care much. But so long as it's part of exam that you are going to present a thing and they award you marks, then they'll look at it. So if you hear that somebody is going to do that online, or maybe somebody is going to do proposal defense or to defend his thesis or something, you can just watch it, and you will see that you learn few things. If you are going to do your MPhil or MA or something, and some of the courses, they even want you to present a proposal before they admit you or they enroll you. They don't want you to read, say, theoretical framework. I'm using theoretical framework ABC. You're looking to the face, so then you go back to the board. The theory state that. Then you explain. Then you go to the next one, literature review. Kofi and Amma said in this particular year that. So that whatever Kofi and Amma have said, which you are presenting to them, and they know that this guy has gone to like summarize it or has gotten the gist that is presenting to us. That will earn you so much mark and respect than trying to read line by line. At UG, they will stop you. They will, not that they intentionally want to do so, but they will tell you no, that they don't want you to be reading, that they want you to say it, not to read for them, that they themselves can read. Brother, it's not easy, but that shouldn't discourage you. At SPH, where you are, School of Public Health, A lot of guys, that school they are good, and then they help students to do a lot of research. Some of my first degree students, after they finish level 400, you see that they come to Ho and then they are presenting papers, and then they do it so well. That school is good. The only thing that I think, let me use the word, your disadvantage is that you are not regular students, as in you are not. No, it's not face to face. But I know that the same student, the same lecturers who are teaching our first degree students here are the same people teaching you. So there are a lot of things that they teach them, you also benefit. So that shouldn't be, you don't have to worry about that at all. SPH is a good school. And when that particular time comes, you see more of the SPH students come to present than our regular students in who, because their courses there are kind of solution, disease control, health information. I like those courses. And they are going, you get a lot of them finishing, and they want to do their masters and they want to travel. It's a fine place. So you pay attention to whatever they are teaching you there and make the best out of the place. Do you want us to continue? Hello? Are you there? You are sleeping. You are sleeping.
Yes,
Yes, we are enjoying it.
No, we are listening.
So,
I'm enjoying it.
Oh, that SPH is good. SPH, I don't know what they do there, but the place is good. The place is good. There was a time our vice chancellor traveled to a program in the northern part of the country, and then there was something somebody had to do, and then so they mentioned a name that this person can do it. So the vice chancellor was wondering, are you sure this person can do it? And he said, no, this person that we are talking about is from a university, and that I think he was the best student that year. So the training they give you at SPH is good. One thing that some of us didn't go through SPH, and but wherever we are, we're also trying. So SPH is good if you study hard. Practical experience, research. I think somebody presented a research. Somebody presented something at a seminar, and I think the person came from SPH. So they do well. So you are in good hands and you are doing a good course. Okay, so let's read this one and maybe then we close. Some students have written this one. It's not too long. Let's read this one and let's critique it. Then we close. Read for us.
Speech delivered by the Secretary of the District Sanitation Committee, Ms. Agosu Audrey Delali, at the function on the measures to control cholera in the country in the Asogli traditional area of the Volta region, Saturday, 19th April 2028. Mr. Chairman, Regional Minister, Regional Director of Health Services, Togbi Apede, the 15th, or
14th.
Elders of Asogli traditional area, and distinguished invited guests, representatives of various media houses, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
It is a pleasure to be here with you this morning to brief you on the relevant measures to control cholera in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, cholera has become one of the fastest epidemic disease, claiming many lives in our country, which our locality cannot be left out. Recently, the health of our community was at risk because of this disease. About 1/3 of our population was affected by this disease. Therefore, there was a need as a newly formed committee on sanitation take it as a sole duty to educate its members on the cause, effect, and ways to prevent this maniac. Cholera is an acute infectious disease that causes severe watery diarrhea, which leads to dehydration and even death if not treated. That is WHO 2013. It is caused by a bacteria called Vibrio cholerae, which is usually found in food or water contaminated by feces from persons with the infection. The common cause of cholera include municipal water supplies, food and drink sold by street vendors, vegetables and fruits grown with contaminated water, and uncooked food washed in polluted with sewage. Mr. Chairman, when one ingests the contaminated food or water, the bacteria releases toxins into the intestines that produces severe diarrhea. When it is not well treated, another person will collapse the cholera just from casual contact with infected person. Signs of cholera can be seen soon as 5 hours or long as 5 days after infection. Often, symptoms are mild, but sometimes they are very serious, which can even lead to death. The main signs and symptoms include dry mucous membrane, profuse water diarrhea, vomiting and leg cramps, loss of skin elasticity, low blood pressure, among others. Ladies and gentlemen, there are some vaccines against cholera. Doc, you've gone up.
Okay. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are some vaccines against cholera, but that cannot totally protect us against the disease. These vaccines against cholera only last for some few months. Generally, we can protect ourselves by using some personal hygiene approach, such as water that has been boiled, chemically disinfect water, or a well-treated water in the following purposes: drinking, brushing our teeth, washing face and hands, washing fruits, and cooking as well. Lastly, Mr. Chairman, we can also protect ourselves as a community by organizing communal labor activities to ensure that all choked gutters, bushes around us are cleared, and enforcing law that would ensure that municipal waste are properly disposed, and also food vendors selling foods at a clean and well-recommended place to prevent the spread of the disease. It is the expectation of the district sanitation committee that this menace is prevented once and for all. And this can be achieved through the full participation of our people in the community. Therefore, I will use this platform to entreat all to help to prevent this epidemic disease. On this note, I wish to congratulate you for coming this far and to urge you not to relent on your good works towards the development of our community. Finally, my recommendation goes to the chairman, who in his wisdom instituted this function with a view to help prevent this disease, and also my sincere gratitude to the regional minister, regional health director of health services, and finally to the owner of the land, Togbi Apede, and his people. We say Apenami. Thank you.
Okay, so that is a student essay. Do you have any comments on that? Do you have to say epidemic disease, or you have to say epidemic? In your language, in your health kind of terminologies, do you have to say epidemic disease, or you have to say epidemic?
You just say epidemic. Disease control people, where are you? You just say epidemic.
Okay. Yes. Do you have any comment on the essay? So should I give you? Did you write any essay on academic paper?
No, doc. No, doc.
So should I give you an essay on speech writing, or you want to do academic paper?
Speech writing.
That's what you like, you see? Okay. Or you want to? If I ask you to just take an online quiz again, your scores will be too high.
No, you don't want us to have high score.
Is that?
No.
Yes.
So that means you are teaching us very well.
No, it's just ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. You need to write. So I will
It's because of we are combining work and other things together. So that is why now
I will send an assignment to you through your course prefect. To be academic paper writing or speech writing, and you have to do it in groups of 5, not more than 5, but it could be less than 5. Any questions?
Doc, we want the speech writing.
No problem. Any questions? What time is it now?
11.
We said we should close. We should be supposed to close at 12:30. Eh?
Yes, doc.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Let's go over one topic. Let's go over one topic. Topic that we already discussed, so that we look at some questions. Let's go to communication. Let's talk about communication. Let's look at communication, and let's look at a few questions there. Last week, did you look at some questions on paragraphing?
No, Doc.
Did you look at questions on speech art theory?
No.
Did I teach you speech art theory?
No, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
I didn't teach you anything like for Grice maxim.
No.
I bet when I came this morning.
We did, though.
Hello.
We did.
Hey.
We did the
Class
grass
rep.
man.
Class rep talk.
Yes.
Yes, please. If I remember clearly, during our last session, the speech act, I think we didn't finish.
We didn't finish, you see?
Yes. We didn't end well. And you said we would continue during our next meeting.
Okay.
You even asked me to find a day for you, but unfortunately we couldn't fix a day. So you said during our next meeting we would finish it.
Did you talk about locutionary act? Illocutionary act. And
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yes.
Did you talk about felicity conditions?
I'm not sure.
We're saying that.
No.
We're saying that. For example, a judge can sentence somebody, but there should be conditions, such as that it must be in a law court, such as that the judge must be seated in a particular position, that if we go through all that.
No, dog.
Yeah. But I ask you to get us time to finish the thing and you didn't get the star. Is it I forgot? I forgot, but oh. Hmm. Hmm. Species. John Seal. Wait, give me a minute. Let me see. I can.
Anything that shows
It didn't. Okay. I suspended it, but okay. So look at it. If you look at these things, assertives, you're just expressing something that you see, like the truth or what you see happening in the world. Directive comes from the word direct, to direct somebody, requesting, ordering, advising. Commissives, if I say I'll buy you bread, I've committed myself because you promise for future. Expressive is psychological state. Declaration has to do with authority. Let's say somebody says, you are dismissed. Of course, not you, don't be dismissed anyway. Somebody tells somebody, from today, you no longer want to work here. That means the person who is making the statement has authority. So declarations have to do with authority. Like somebody sits at a particular place and in a particular context says, I declare you husband and wife. So the person who is making the statement has authority. Otherwise, then that's the difference between declaration and the rest. Declaration has to do with authority. Read for us. Maybe there's another explanation here.
The assertive.
Yeah.
Function.
Please, I didn't hear what you read. If the person has network problem, then let someone else read.
Starts at 9 a.m.
I'm saying the line is breaking. Start from the beginning again.
Assertives.
Yes.
1. Representatives.
Yes.
This commits the speaker to the truth of a proposition. Function. To inform, describe, report, or state facts.
Okay.
Examples. The meeting starts at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Accra is the capital of Ghana.
Okay.
The students perform well in the examinations.
Yes.
Common verbs. State, claim, report, conclude, describe, predict, or explain.
Okay.
Directives. This attempt to make the hearer perform an action. Function. To influence another person's behavior. Examples. Please close the window. 2. Could you help me? 3. Study chapter 5 before tomorrow. And the last one, don't be late. Common verbs. Request, command, order, advise, invite, beg, suggest, or warn. Common messages. This.
Please, that's not a word.
No, what's the word?
Is there anybody who can pronounce this word?
Commissives. This commits the person to some future course of action. Function. To promise or undertake future responsibility. Examples. I promise to return your book. We will complete the project by Friday. I guarantee your money back. Common verbs. Promise, vow,
guarantee. Offer, pledge, or threaten. 4. Expressives. This express the speaker's emotions, feelings, or attitudes. Function, to reveal psychological states. Examples, thank you very much. I'm sorry for the delay. Congratulations on your graduation. Welcome to UHAS. Common verbs, thank, apologize, congratulate, welcome, sympathize, praise, or complain. Declarations. This immediately change a person's status or the surrounding situation when spoken by someone with the proper authority. Functions, to create a new reality through language. Example, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You are hereby expelled from the university. The court sentenced you to 5 years in prison. I resign from my position.
Okay.
Common verbs, declare, pronounce, appoint, resign, sentence, dismiss, baptize. Note, declarations are valid only when performed by someone with the required institutional authority.
Yes, that's what I wanted to emphasize. Declarations, out of the 5 acts, declarations are linked to institutional authority, unlike the rest.
Classroom exercise. Doc, you've gone up. Summary table.
Wait, it's just, okay, well, it's all right. Okay, you can read it. You can read it.
Assertive, purpose, and the example. Gives information on state facts. The exams begins at 10 a.m. Directives. Get someone to do something. Please submit your assignment. The commissive. Commit the speaker to future actions. I will help you tomorrow. The expressive. Expresses feelings or emotions. Thank you for your support. Declaration. Change reality through speech. You are hereby promoted. Classroom exercise. Identify the.
For example, if I say I promise to attend the meeting, what act is that? What is the
Permissive.
different act? Huh?
Commissive.
Okay, please open your textbooks.
Directive.
Okay, congratulations on your promotion.
Expressive.
Expressive.
The earth revolves around the sun.
Assertive.
I now declare the conference officially open.
Declaration.
Okay. So these are the answers here. So have we not looked at any past questions on these things before? On the speech art theory?
No,
Pardon?
No, Doc.
Are you sure?
No. Yes.
Last week when we finished the speech art theory, we didn't look at any past questions.
No, dog.
If you look at questions and you see them again, it'll be boring to you. That's why I'm just have we ever seen this kind of question before?
W.
I have not.
Hello, have you seen this question before?
No, dog.
No, Doc.
I have not.
No, dog.
Okay, then read the question. Let me see.
Speech act theory. Select the most appropriate option. Which of the following speech acts is performed by the sentence? Can you pass the salt? It's a request.
Yeah.
Request.
Okay. Next one, please.
Number 2, 45. What type of speech act is performed when someone says, "Congratulations on your new job"?
Are we ready 44?
Expressive.
Oh no, sorry. What type of speech act is the sentence, "I am sorry for stepping on your toes"? Apology.
Apology.
45. What type of speech is performed when someone says, "Congratulations on your new job"?
Expressive.
46. What type of speech act is performed when somebody says, "Shut the door"? Directive. What type of speech act is performed when someone says, "I will meet you all at 8 a.m. tomorrow"?
Commissive.
48. Which of the following sentence best demonstrates polythesis? Which of the following sentences best demonstrates politeness? Sorry. Can't you close the door? Don't you know you need to close the door? Could you kindly close the door? None of the above.
C.
None of the above.
Would you
Is
kindly?
C. Could you kindly close the door?
Yes, it should be C. Let's
49.
continue.
Which of this sentence is most polite? Can you write the letter for me? Could you write the letter for me? C. You do not know anything. Why couldn't you write the letter?
D.
Could you?
Could you write the letter for me?
Is that the end of the questions? Is that the end of the options?
Yes, that's none of the above.
None of
What is the answer?
None
Could
of
you
the
write
above.
the letter for me?
Yes. Yes. Could you write is more polite than can you write? Could you write is more polite than can you write? Now, if you look at will and would also is more polite than will. Would is more polite than will. For example, would you kindly sign this recommendation letter for me? Would you kindly sign this recommendation letter for me? It's more polite than will you kindly, no, it's would. The same way could is also more polite than can. Shall we continue, please?
50. Which of this sentence express politeness in a healthcare setting? A. Let me check your temperature. B. I need to check your temperature. C. Please, I would like to check your temperature. D. None of the above.
C.
Doc,
Please, I would like to check your temperature.
Doc, please. So 49. Please, what's the answer?
We mentioned it.
It's B.
It's B.
B for boy.
B.
Okay. Thank you.
50. What is the answer?
C.
C.
Yes, C.
C for cat. C for cat.
C. This place is not very clear.
It's Blair.
But I don't know how I can read it.
Yeah, I can't see.
Pardon?
Doc, please, I can't see.
I myself too, I can't see.
Doc, let me
Please
try. I can
take
see.
your. I can see.
Please take your medicine at 8 p.m. daily. If the
Okay.
patient follows this instructions faithfully, this is an example of one, locutionary set.
Set.
B, illocutionary set. C,
Act. It should act.
pre.
Act.
Okay, act.
Yeah.
Prelocutionary act. Then D, commissive act.
What should it be?
Take vitamin.
Locutionary.
Please say what? If the patient was if the patient follows this
Follows this instruction faithfully.
uh
This is an example of
Commissive.
Commissive act.
so we don't have committee, we have locutionary, perlocutionary, and what? There's commissive there. Okay. But look at it. If the patient, hello?
Hello.
Yes, Doc.
Okay, but I think like we're trying to say, if the patient, if the patient does it, if it does it, if it does it faithfully, that should be commissive. See, it's controversial. Yeah, but how do you think should be the answer?
The patient has performed the act. That's based on an instruction. So I'm thinking in between the B and C.
It's controversial. I myself am. Excuse me. Okay, let's suspend discussion on this.
Hey, Doc, please, I want to ask for perlocutionary act, is it not when it's having an effect on someone says something that will have an effect on another person?
The dictionary act is like I said something, but I have an intention for saying it. That intention is what is referred to as illocutionary. When I say, do they sell food around the place here? Indirectly, I'm saying I'm hungry. You see, that is an illocutionary. Or in other words, I want to eat something. You know, it's also possible to be C if it does it well.
That is right, yeah.
If the patient faithfully, if it does, if it was in what, if it follows this instruction,
Doc,
yes.
I'm thinking it's C because if what the nurse is saying will have an effect, utterances or will have an effect on the listener, then the answer should be C because
Yeah.
the patient was directed.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Um, have we looked at some questions on racial marxism before? Have we looked at some questions on the paragraph? Have we looked at this paragraph before? Hello.
We look at.
If you have seen it, you will know. If you have seen this particular passage before, you will know. It is not something that will be.
No.
This was in African studies.
No.
No, Doc.
Okay. This particular passage is just like what we did for the paragraph development. We look at World War II. We look at the school uniform passage, or have we ever looked at the school uniform passage before and the World War II passage before?
No, Doc.
Are you sure?
Yes, Doc.
Yes, Doc.
So I never taught you
Yes,
paragraph
we've not.
development.
No.
Oh,
Are you sure?
We have done
Paragraph
paragraph
development.
Very
Yes, we
development.
sure.
did.
We've done it.
No, we've done paragraph
Paragraph
development, but
development.
as you know.
And I'm
The top,
saying, have you
the
ever seen a particular passage titled World War II before?
No.
Yes, Doc.
yes, yes,
World
yes,
War
yes,
Two.
yes.
And if I didn't teach you that, then how did I teach you paragraph development? Because
Hmm.
What two?
that was a passage that I
Yes.
used to explain things.
Yes,
Topic,
yes,
sentence,
I
and
remember.
main.
Very good. And I remember
Major
that
support sentence
and I use another passage titled School Uniform. There are many reasons I like to wear school uniform. I like to keep school uniform.
the uniform part there. We didn't do that one, no, Doc.
No problem. If you didn't do a school uniform, if you do
We
not do
did
school uniform,
the World War II. That one we did it. I remember
very good.
Roosevelt and others, but the school uniforms in there, I don't remember.
Yo. No problem. If somebody remembers, God bless the person. If we didn't do it, it's all right. Now this passage here just follows the World War II kind of thing. Now here, right now, I want you to read this passage. Indicate which passage is a topic sentence. Indicate which sentence is a topic sentence. Which sentence is a major support sentence. Which sentence is a minor support sentence. Which sentence is a concluding sentence if there is any. If you actually went through the World War II passage, then this one is easy. So have we not discussed anything like coherence? Have we not discussed anything like coherence and cohesion?
No, Doc.
Hey, SPH,
No, sir.
we discuss coherence and cohesion. Okay, no problem.
Doc, maybe sandwich in who, not Ohwe.
No problem. There are many sandwiches. Now, so at least for the fact that you ever look at the World War II passage, I want you to use that as a reference to see where you can identify the functions of the sentences here. That is to say, whether they are topic sentences or major support sentences or minor support or concluding sentence. So start work. Have you gotten something? Yes, have you gotten something?
Yes, Doc.
Yes, Doc.
Yes, please, let's discuss.
So topic sentence, number 1. 2 is a major support sentence. 3 is a minor support sentence. 4 is a major support sentence. 5 is a minor support sentence. 6 is a major support sentence. 7 is a minor support sentence. And 8 is the conclusion statement.
Well, that's somebody's idea. Any other answer from the class?
Okay, Doc. For
I can't hear, please.
sentence
Your line is breaking.
1.
Your line is breaking, or is it mine?
The top sentence 1 is top because that's essential for fostering unity and lingual nation like Ghana. The network. Doc, please, can you hear me?
Is it mine or yours? I'm talking about a network. Is it yours or mine?
I can hear me. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, you talk,
Doc,
please.
please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I said the topic sentence is sentence 1.
Yes.
That's the adoption of a national language.
Okay.
It's essential for fostering unity and cultural identity in a multilingual nation like Ghana.
Okay.
It's a topic sentence because it introduces the main idea of the paragraph.
Okay.
Then the sentence 2, 4, and 6. That's the major supporting sentence. Because that supports the topic sentence. So the sentence 3, 5, and 7, that's a minor supporting sentence because it gives evidence and it also gives more ideas, or it elaborates on the major supporting sentence.
Okay.
Then the concluding sentence, that's the sentence 8. So that will be the adopting a national language is not merely a linguistic decision, but a strategic investment in Ghana's unity, identity, and future. So topic sentence is 1, major is 2, 4, 6, minor is 3, 5, 7. Then the concluding sentence is 8.
Okay, it's all right. Okay, let's look at this. Let's read the questions. Let me see. This is not very clear, but read the questions. Let me see.
1. Central theme of the paragraph is A. A national language is unnecessary in a multilingual country like Ghana. B. The main role of a national language is to replace all indigenous languages. C. Promoting a national language limits educational opportunities in Ghana. D. The adoption of a national language is vital for uniting Ghana.
It's D. D.
D.
I go for D.
No.
Yeah, what's the answer?
D. D for dog.
The adoption of another language is vital for uniting Ghana. Central theme of the paragraph is. Okay, so let's accept D. Any different answer? Number 2.
Number 2. One of the following statements is correct. A. Sentence in 8 restates and reinforce the main idea introduced in sentence 1. B. Sentence 8 introduce a completely new idea unrelated to sentence 1. C. Sentence A contradicts the argument made in sentence 1. D. Sentence 8 provides statistical evidence that directly support sentence 1.
What should it be?
A.
Sentence A.
Okay.
Question 3. The lexical item that connects sentence 5 to sentence 4 is preservation. The cohesive device used here is A. Synonym. B. Antonym. C. Myronym. D. Repetition.
Yes, you have an idea? Hello?
Repetition. Repetition.
If we did not discuss cohesive devices, how are you able to get this answer?
No, we are reading.
Eh?
We are reading
No, we are
We are understanding it.
Yo. Now, no problem. Let's go to sentence. Oh, listen, it's just fluid. I don't know why this particular slide behaves this way. Let's continue.
5.
Is it 4
Structurally.
or 5?
Okay, 4. Which of the following is a major supporting sentence? A. Sentence 8. B. Sentence 1. C. Sentence 6. D. Sentence 3.
C.
C.
What is it? What is C?
Sentence 6.
Okay.
It's supposed to.
Yes.
Sentence 6.
Let's continue, please.
Question 5. Structurally, which of the following sentence should have been introduced by the word thirdly? A. Sentence 8. B. Sentence 1. C. Sentence 6. And D. Sentence.
What should it be?
Sentence 6. C.
Sentence
Sentence
6.
6.
Okay. Okay, let's continue now.
Question 6. From question 6 to 20, select the most appropriate answer to each question. Which of the following best defines a paragraph? A. A sentence that starts with a capital letter. B. A group of unrelated sentences. C. A group of sentences that develop one main idea. D. A title followed by a sentence.
C.
C.
The group of sentences that develop meaning.
Question 7. What is the main purpose of a paragraph? A, to list as many ideas as possible. B, to confuse the reader. C, to develop a single idea clearly. D, to provide random facts.
C.
C.
To develop a single idea clearly.
Question 8. Which of the following is usually the first sentence in a paragraph? A, the summary sentence.
Hello. How do you call it? 7 is what?
C.
Yeah. What about 8?
Which of the following is usually the first sentence in a paragraph?
Yes.
A, the summary sentence. B, the topic sentence. C, the transition sentence. D, the concluding sentence.
The topic sentence.
Okay, number 8. Sorry, number 9.
What is a topic sentence? A sentence that changes the subject. B, a sentence that introduces the main idea of a paragraph. C, a sentence that ends the paragraph. And D, a sentence that poses a question.
B.
Question 10. Which of the following should not be included in a paragraph? A sentence that supports the main idea. B, a topic sentence. C, unrelated ideas. D, a concluding sentence.
C.
Unrelated ideas.
11. How should sentence in a paragraph be arranged? A, in alphabetical order. B, in a confusing order. C, in a logical and coherent order. D, in reverse order.
C.
C.
In a logical and correct.
12. Which of the following best describes a well-written paragraph? A, one that has only long sentence. B, one with a single sentence. C, one that lacks a topic sentence. And D, one where all sentences provide the main idea. Support the main idea. They support the main idea.
Let's
13. What does a concluding sentence in a paragraph do? A, introduce a new topic. B, restates or summarize the main idea. C, provides the first idea. And D, ends the essay.
Yes, what will be?
D.
B.
No, what about B, boy?
It's B. Restate or summarize the main idea.
Now, it's possible for a sentence to appear. It is possible for a sentence to appear as the concluding sentence, but it may fail to restate or summarize the main point. You understand what I mean? The fact that a sentence appears last doesn't mean that it summarizes the main idea in a paragraph. So the function of a concluding sentence is that it must restate or summarize the main idea. Not only that, it just appears last. Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, so the answer should be B for 13. 13, yes.
Question 14. Which sentence is a paragraph typically includes? Which sentence in a paragraph typically includes a controlling idea?
Yes.
A, the last sentence. B, the topic sentence. C, any random sentence. And D, the shortest sentence.
B, the topic sentence.
Yes. It's B for boy. Let's
15.
continue.
What is coherence in paragraphing?
Yes.
A, making the paragraph difficult to understand. B, using unrelated ideas. C, making ideas flow smoothly and logically. D, writing without punctuations.
C.
Yes. Okay.
16. Which of the following transitional words can be used to introduce a concluding sentence? A, therefore. B, firstly. C, quickly. D, secondly.
Yes,
Therefore.
Okribi.
Therefore, A.
Okay, let's go.
17. Why are transitional words important in a paragraph? A, they make the paragraph shorter. B, they help idea flow smoothly. C, they create confusion. D, they make sentence longer.
B.
What could it be?
B.
Okay.
Question 18. Which of these paragraphs is likely to be poorly written? A, one with a clear topic and supportive ideas. B, one that lacks unity and coherence. C, one that has a strong topic sentence. And D, one with a logical sequence of ideas.
B. B for boy.
Where is it? Which question is that?
Question 18, one that lacks unity and coherence. That's B.
Okay, yeah, yes.
19. What does paragraph unity mean? A, all sentences discuss different topics. B, sentences other. C, all sentences relate to the main idea. And D, there is no topic sentence.
Yes, Okribi.
20. C, all sentences
C,
relate to the
19, what
main
did you
idea.
select?
C.
Okay. 20, yes.
20. Which of the following best improves paragraph development? A, adding unrelated, repeating the same sentence. C, using examples, details, and explanations. D, ending with a question. C.
Okay. Okay, so that seems to be the end of our discussion for today. If you say we did not study coherence and cohesion, I'll send you a PDF file, maybe some, that's less than 10 pages, like some 5 pages, which you need to read on coherence and cohesion. If you say we did not discuss it, I will consider sending you an assignment, written assignment. I'll send it to you by a course prefect. Any questions?
Doc,
Yes.
please, I'm just thinking about what you said earlier.
That,
When we said you should do the IA for us online, you said we'll pass, we'll come and like we'll pass, our grade will be high.
yes.
So I'm just asking, don't you want us to pass?
I'm not saying that you shouldn't pass. I say the grades will be too high. So it's not a matter of saying you don't want to pass. If the grades are too high, does it mean that they have not passed? Does it not mean that they are passed? What I'm saying is we want to emphasize the art of writing, the skill of writing. You cannot write an essay and get 20 over 20. Have you ever seen it before? That you write an essay and you get 20 over 20. But if you take a quiz, you can get 20 over 20.
No, I'm not.
You can get 20 over 20 in a quiz. So that it will look like
we just get A.
I know you get A, and I'm saying that it will not help you so much. So I want you to do some writing. I want you to do some written work. It's not a case that I don't want you to get an A. I want you to pass. SPH. Is it SPH? This SPH or?
Yes, sandwich.
Yes, Doc.
Is a course reference here?
Yeah.
Yes, Doc, please, I'm here.
Just last week, you people protested that your grades were your IA scores.
Dr. Akoli. Dr. Akoli.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear.
Okay. I wasn't hearing you. That's why I was calling you.
I'm saying, just last week, people protested, a lot of you, that the IE scores, the IE's marks didn't reflect what you had at the time of taking the quiz, at the time of submitting the quiz. Then I went behind the scene to give everybody bonus of 5. When I even started, I saw that I awarded about some 2 or 3 people, students, 10. Then I begin to ask myself, if somebody is at 70 and you are awarding 10, the person has gotten 80. What about those who genuinely work for their own thing? They did their own work and they got their A. But what about if somebody is at 65 and you award them 10 bonus and the person gets 75, who is a B plus? What about somebody who genuinely work for his or her own grade? So these are the questions that I ask myself, and then I just say, okay, let me just award 5. There are people who already earn an A, and I cannot add any mark to their mark. So I did that for every student in the class, or SPH, or a 90, whatever student. Nobody even nobody acknowledged that I did that. Nobody said, "Oh, we saw it. Thank you." No, I never.
No, we've not seen the thing yet.
No, but the one,
the case.
Not seen it. Keep quiet. The one which was the low mark, the one which was a low mark you saw, but this one you didn't see up to now.
No, we've not seen it yet. It has not reflected.
No, wait, sir. Please, it is not an argument.
Doc, please.
I'm saying, whether you see it or you don't see it, I leave it to you and your God.
Doc, please.
We saw,
when you go to the portal,
the message.
Anita, can you address this?
Doc,
so we
can
even
listen.
Colleagues,
Keep quiet,
please calm down.
I'm talking. I am in charge of the class for now. I'm saying you don't have to drag this matter. When the grades came and they were low, you saw. When the grades have now improved, you did not see. No problem. So I'm saying, in any case, if you did not see your own grade, that I send a message to the course reference to you was enough evidence. And I'm not that kind of person that will lie. But since that day up to today, the course reference or nobody in the class will say, oh, say this. But when they claim that the grades were low, some people could even call individually to direct, they give me a call direct to me, not even through the course reference. They call directed. But now that the Grades. Some people, there were many people who genuinely earn the grade they should earn. But by the addition of this 5 mark, people have crossed from B to B plus, this and this, and nobody even said, oh, say thank you. And I say, oh, these people, I know them now. So I'm just waiting up to today. And I know you guys. So thank you very much.
Doc.
Lisa, we cannot access the
Doc,
portal.
please. Doc, we've not seen the grades.
Our results.
If you have not seen,
please.
That's why I say no problem. This no
Doc,
problem.
please, what I want to say, this is Masafi, what I want to say is that, Doc, it's true that we didn't acknowledge the appreciation of the correcting on our grades when we met you. But then when the class rep posted on our page on WhatsApp, we appreciated you there. Our mistake is not
And you
saying
appreciated to
you
me.
now that
I
we
didn't
had
see
this
anything.
class.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't see. So, Doc, we are sorry. We are sorry about that. We are sorry that we should have done that when the class began. Actually,
We are
but I
sorry.
think
Oh,
there
don't be
was an
sorry. Don't be sorry.
oversight. So, Doc, please, we are
Okay,
sorry.
please.
It's not like we didn't appreciate your
Our
effort,
only
Doc. Please, we
doctor,
really
Oh,
appreciated
our only
it.
Christ.
We
doctor.
we
Christ.
No,
expressed
our
it on
one.
our WhatsApp. We
Doc,
Christ, you
expressed
doc,
it
don't
on
see
our
no
WhatsApp
problem.
colleagues,
page.